Number 13 on our list is the rough-scaled snake.
Also known as the Clarence River snake. Now this cheeky fellow is an extremely flighty breed of snake. I often joke about them saying they're wired wrong because they'll sit there and carry on quite a lot when they get approached by a predator. Now these guys, you can have a look at this fellow here that is quite gunmetal greenish, like army green I guess you can call it, with a few black marks through it. They also vary unbelievably in colour. I have caught them gunmetal grey. I've caught them with absolute black bands. I've caught them with little dots all over them and no marks whatsoever. Now, the problem is they do have a type of toxin that if you were to get bitten by one of these guys and you ignored it, you'd end up in a little bit of trouble. But the idea, once again, everybody, if you do come across a snake in your backyard, leave it alone. Now, because of this cheeky fellow's reputation, the rough scale being a little bit scary in the human's eyes, the poor old keelback cops that undeserved reputation. He looks very similar to a keelback. And if you look very closely at his scales there, his scales are almost smooth. He does have a very, very small lump in his, or a keel on his scales, but nothing compared to the keelback. Now when people see the keelback, they assume that it's this guy, and straight away, unfortunately, do damage to the keelback. Now this guy grows to a similar size of the keelback, very, very similar colours, is found in similar areas, obviously because they both love frogs. This guy will also eat mice and rats, happily. And I haven't done too many of these on the Gold Coast at all.
The rough-scaled snake is a relatively small snake that grows to about 1 metre long, has a broad head and a flat snout, and is generally regarded as an aggressive snake that will strike repeatedly if disturbed.
You can also see, so far as we've gone through some of the snakes, how most of them are a different shade of brown. Now this guy is on a yellow towel at the moment, and you can quite clearly see that he's an army green, but quite often on different grounds he will look brown. And straight away people ring me and say, I've got a little brown snake in my yard. The toxins in this guy's venom are nowhere near as potent or as powerful as an eastern brown, but still, if it bit you, you'd be in a world of trouble.
Tiger snake antivenom is generally used to treat bites from a rough-scaled snake. This snake is very poisonous, with toxins in its venom that attack the nervous system, the muscular system, and the blood within the human body.
Once again, if you're concerned or you're really worried about it, just call one of the local snake catchers. They'll be able to point you in the right direction straight away, whether it be help you over the phone or come and remove it for you.
The rough-scaled snake gives birth to live young, usually between 6 and 12 at a time. When born, young roughies are about 16 centimetres long.
Here we have another version of number 11, the rough-scaled snake. This is only a year old, but note the light brown colour with the very, very heavy bands all the way down its body. Quite often these guys get mistaken for tiger snakes for obvious reasons. Remember I explained in the other rough scale that they can be heavily banded or dots or no marks at all. So that's just one variation of the rough scale.